FC Goa, there are 13 players who have departed, as Hari has said, and 12 have come in. What was the reason that as many as 13 have left? And are FC Goa rebuilding, or are you going to, mount a title challenge? If a club has a big ambition, a number like 13 players leaving looks like it's really not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, to give context to that, if you look at all the ISL teams, actually I was just doing that process before coming to this thing. I think most teams there's an average of 40, 50 players leaving and 40, 50 new players being signed. And this is a trend that happens across the world, right? Just because players are more keen now to change opportunities, I don't think the concept of loyalty is as strong as it once was in football. Financially also things are not the same as they once used to be, particularly in the ISL as well. So there's always new opportunities that will crop up for players. Our job as a club is to try and find the best possible replacements and build a squad that we think can necessarily compete with the very best in the league. And I think we brought in players, different types of players as the coach mentioned, but we think we have a good balanced squad that allows us to compete for top honors. So yeah, I don't think we're in the process of rebuild as such. I think we're stable. This is the first time in 4 seasons now that the coach that we had last season is the coach that continues to remain the coach this season. As Carl and everybody else has mentioned as well, they've all had the benefit of having worked with the coach for 1 season. So I don't think we're building the foundation of the team this season. I think that was already done last season with some very good results. I think this season is about improving on the finer details because as last season clearly demonstrated was, it's the fine details in the season that will mark how high up the table you finish and how many championships you have in your cabinet.
Okay, coach. From the start of the first season of ISL till date, it's really difficult to understand, like, you all come close to the cup. What is the thing?
What do you say, the previous season or?
In the last so many seasons.
Yes.
FC Goa comes close to the cup. But then lose it. Why? What could be the reason?
Only one team can win, and this is very difficult. Yes. And sorry, I want to add one thing about your question. For me, in modern football, to change 12, 13 players is not. I think that this is the most common. I think the problems are not this. The problem are the agents that they are killing the football. This is the problem. Then about your question is, we will try again, but in some moments we get the scores that we want. In some moments we couldn't. For example, we were close last season. It's true that big injuries in key positions were very important, but this is part of football. For sure that if you speak with the coach that finished 2nd or 4th or 5th, because finally we finished 3rd, but don't forget that we finished 2nd. We finished 3rd because Mumbai got 2 more points because Jamshedpur made they play with 1 player who couldn't play. Then if not, our season would be even better than the final result. No?
Question to coach. Last season the second leg. You are a bit worried and upset with the defensive level of the team. So with the pre-season and now the season is starting, are you satisfied with the preparation in the defense?
Yes, I'm happy, but not with the precision. Sometimes, yeah, the precision was good in terms of scores, but obviously in precision you need to work a lot of things, and the team worked very good. In all the aspects, the predisposition in the training sessions is very good. And this is the reason that I told before that I say that I am optimistic. But we know, because now we have experience in ISL, we know that every game is very difficult, very tough. And finally, again, the good team is the team who is recovered faster after one bad score, because one bad score will arrive for sure.
Coach, you have a lot of injuries at the start of the season. EKR has a long-term injury, he is coming back from surgery. Sandesh is coming back from surgery. Lara is also coming back from surgery. Plus you have Yasir who's injured. Will the absence of these players hurt the team at the start of the ISL?
And Alan Sajid also. Yeah, we have 5 players with bad injuries. Some of them they are very close to come back, and finally this is a team. Injuries is the worst part in football, but we have a competitive squad, and this is that we need to show in every game. Finally, as a coach, you want players. You want players that even without 3-4 teammates, they can perform very good and to win the game, because finally is the final target.
Question for the coach. Now also being India coach, does this give you more insight into reading the Indian players across the other teams in the other teams? Does it give you an advantage being a FC Goa coach?
And I would like to avoid questions about national team, but I understand. No, for me, again, finally it's about to be professional, and we arrived to the training session in FC Goa. I remember the other day I arrived directly. We arrived as a staff directly, and we trained, and the session was very good, and it's changed the chip, and that's all. Now, as you say, we know all the Indian players what we knew before, and that's all. Now we are very focused in our game against Jamshedpur, and let's see.
Coach, Arishtik is out, so who will become the goalkeeper for the first matches?
I won't tell you. But one goalkeeper will play. This I can.
Coach, it was a brief decision of you to bring back Kattimani, given the history of Kattimani with FC Goa and what has happened in the past. What were the reasons that made you show faith in Kattimani, the goalkeeper?
If you ask me, in my 5 seasons in India, Kattimani is the best goalkeeper. In these 5 seasons, I know that he has
The best goalkeeper that we have trained.
That was there, that I have trained. Even that I saw. Because a lot of goalkeepers, they make a lot of mistakes, and I don't remember, of course, for sure, mistakes, everyone, even if he's a goalkeeper, it's very clear, no? But even every player, every coach, every person involved in this. But I don't remember too many mistakes of Kattimani in these 5 seasons in India. And then he's a goalkeeper that I'm very confident. But we have 2 very good goalkeepers also. Because if no, I reply the question of your mate. Let's see who will play, but I think that we don't have problems in the goal. We have 3 good goalkeepers.
Ravi, you've been with the team since 2015, rising up the ranks. As a fan of the club, do you understand this fascination for winning a trophy, given that the club has already won the Shield, won the Durand Cup, won the Manolo Trophy recently? But can you explain, or not from management side, from a fan point of view, do you understand the fascination for the trophy?
No, of course. I mean, this is one debate that me and the coach had last season, and I think at some point through the course of the season as well, that if you had to prioritize, would you prioritize the Shield or the trophy? If you look at it from the club's perspective, we would always say let's prioritize the Shield. The Shield gets you into Asian competition and Asian football, which is a notch above where we currently play, right? But I also do understand and empathize with the fans' feeling that you want to win the trophy. More than anything else, I think it's because of the way that we've lost the couple of finals or semi-finals that we've been in. To be within touching distance always, I think that is the manner. More than anything else, it's not about not having won. I think it's the manner in which we've lost the opportunities that we've had. I think that makes that sort of the holy grail for the fans in terms of the trophy that they want to invest in.
Question, this is a debate that starts at the start of every season. Is the ISL competition getting better or getting tougher? How do you look at the competition this year vis-a-vis FC Goa? Because clubs like Mohan East Bengal, Bangalore, Mumbai, they've all spent heavily. Plus, Chennai have made a lot of signings. Odisha is very stable. FC Goa also quite a stable team. So how do you look at FC Goa's competition compared to the other teams?
I feel that this season is very hard. Everyone told last season. For me, last season, I was not agree. Even I told you in some press conferences that for me was not one of the best ISLs. I think this season, as you say, there are some things. Chennai practically a new team with players with the style of Owen, the continuity in Odisha, the signings in Bengaluru, of course Mokuban and Mumbai, and obviously FC Goa. Even some more teams, I think Northeast will perform good. East Bengal spend a lot of money also. This seems that will be a very competitive season, but let's see, because it's impossible that all these teams win. Then for sure, we need to start in a good way, because it's a competition that is not very long. It's only 24 games, but we need to be regular in during the competition, no? Without too much up and downs.